So I've changed a few things to the studio, not my main studio, more so the other half. Also, stick around because I'm gonna show you how you can get you one of these for free. It's kind of dope, right? Like the joint is moving on its own. What's up, people? Welcome to the channel where we talk about music licensing, music production, and music business. If you love any of the previously mentioned, be sure to subscribe so you can stay up to date on all my latest content. All right, so some things have changed around in my creative space, right? So let's go back and talk about when we first moved into this house. Number one, obviously the studio was gonna be here, but then we had like this second half of the space that we were originally thinking of, you know, just making like some type of entertainment room, theater or something. I don't know, we was just gonna do something cool where we can just lounge and chill out. But then we started creating more and more and more content. So both me and my wife, we both, you know, create content. She's a beauty influencer and things like that. So she's always creating tutorials and videos and going live and all this stuff. So she needed certain things. I needed certain things because I'm creating content all the time, doing product shoots and videos and tutorials and all that stuff. Kind of like this one right here. So we was just like, yo, what if we just made the other half like our own little content creation studio, right? So we don't have to like run around trying to figure out what the background's gonna be, something that can kind of give us flexibility to be creative, to shoot what we need to shoot and do it all in one space. So that's what we did. Like we literally just turned the other half into a content creation studio. So I'm gonna talk about a few things that we added. A lot of stuff we kind of had just because we were already kind of creating stuff. I know I had certain gear and stuff, but we added a few things to kind of give us even more flexibility and options, right? So the first thing being a backdrop mount that we put in the wall. So we added the backdrop mount to the wall because we seen the option to kind of get the stands where you can, you know, put the backdrops on the stands, but we knew that that was going to take up a lot of space. So we wanted to keep the floor, you know, keep as much space on the floor as possible. So we decided to go with this one from, I believe it's from Neewer, and I'll have a link in the description to all this stuff. But we put this mount in the wall. It's nice and secure. I tried to center it as much as I could with the room, but because there's like an entire electrical outlet and I couldn't find, I ran into a stud, right? So I couldn't get through the stud. So I had to move it a little bit and I didn't want to risk hitting some electrical wires and just shutting this whole joint down. So we just scooted it over a little bit to the left so we could just avoid those issues altogether. But this mount is cool because it has 3 rolls that you can put on there, right? And then we went and got some photography backdrop paper and got a few different colors. So we got black, we got gray, and then we got brown. Black because black it just looks dope, right? So definitely had to get black. We got gray because gray actually absorbs color very, very well. And I'll show you why that was important to us a little later on. But we got gray and then we got brown because my wife likes brown. It looks good for stuff that she does. So those are the 3 colors that we got, you know, some nice neutral colors, and it gives us enough variety, especially with the gray being able to absorb color for, you know, the different backdrops that we want to do. We can be as creative as we want. The second thing that we added was some RGB lights. The second thing we added are these lights from GVM. They're RGB lights, so we have flexibility to use any color we want as well as just a regular light, white light, or you can make that white light warmer as well and kind of change the temperature of that. So that's super dope. Now, before we were using the softbox lights from Neewer, but those were like literally so big and bulky and just took up so much space. And every time like, I would have to move them around somewhere and just get them out the way because they're just annoying to look at. So we got these because they're more low profile. They're easy to pack up and put away. You can fold them up to where they don't take up a whole lot of space. So they're super cool. And I believe they have an app too. So you can use like the app as a remote, so you don't have to like manually switch the colors or use the knobs or whatever. I don't know why, but I still haven't downloaded that app, so I'm gonna have to try that out. But they're super cool. They give us that flexibility, which, you know, before I mentioned we got the gray background, and that's because it absorbs color so well that if we turn, say, this light, you know, one of the GVM lights blue, and we put it against that gray backdrop is gonna look blue. Like, it's not gonna look gray. This is gonna look blue because it's just gonna absorb all that color. So that's why we got gray, because now, you know, even though it's just, you know, one gray color backdrop, we can turn that gray into any color we want because we have the RGB lights from GVM. So those are super dope. And shout out to the team at Think Media. It was a video I seen that they posted about this stuff, and I seen it and I was just like, yo, that's dope, that's genius. So we went and grabbed it as well. The third thing we added was the iMac. This is actually my wife's desk. She's probably gonna wonder why I'm sitting at this joint, because I don't know, I think it's dope. Like, she has a vibe over here. So this is her new M1 iMac. So she uses that to create or edit her content and do her meetings and all the other admin stuff that she has to do for her business. So this is her little setup. So she kind of has this setup. I got my setup over there, and we just kind of sit down here and just create all day. So it's pretty cool. The fourth thing we added was another desk, which is a standing desk. As you can see, like, if we can do the rest of this video standing up, you know what I'm saying? And we'll be healthy and things like that. But stay tuned to the end, because I'm gonna show you how you can get one of these for free. I'm gonna lower it because that just looks weird. So after coming to the conclusion that we sit a lot because we're usually on the computers, you know, creating content, doing virtual meetings and things like that, that we wanted to take in consideration our health, because sitting down all day for hours and hours and hours is not healthy, and it can start to take a toll on your health, your body, and things like that in the long run. So we wanted to keep that in mind and convert both of our desks to, or not convert, but just swap out both of our desks to standing desks. And we thought this would be a great desk to have in the content creation studio, because, you know, being able to adjust the height, doing different product shots and things like that, it makes it a little bit more easier when you can do those adjustments. Sometimes you may not be able to adjust the camera exactly how you want, but if you can adjust the desk as well, then it adds some flexibility. So I was talking to my friends over at Stand Desk about, you know, what we were doing here as far as the content creation studio, and they were kind enough to send us one of these desks, and it's been super dope so far. Like, the thing I like about Stand Desk, number one, the ability to customize the desk exactly how you want it. Like, they have different tabletops, they have different accessories that you can add to your desk depending on what you need. I know we added, you know, a plug, like 3 plugs and some USB ports on the top for this desk, because that's convenient for what she needed, and you're able to add whatever you want to make the desk fit for exactly what you need it to work for. So thank you to Stand Desk for sending us this and just allowing us to customize it the way that we want it. They also have a couple options for the adjuster here, like the control module. So there's like a couple options there. They have different colors, different tabletops and things like that. So it's super duper dope. The second thing I love about Stand Desk was the ease of putting it together. Like, I've put together other adjustable desks before, and this one by far was the easiest. It didn't have a bunch of like little parts and rods and things like that you had to install, like just chunky pieces where it's like you're not gonna lose anything, and then it's just like, it's just real simple, and everything was pre-drilled, so you literally just place everything where you need it, start drilling it down, and you're good to go. You plug it in and literally, like, you're good to go, right? The third thing is that the range and height, like as far as how low it can go and how high it can go, is pretty broad. I know, you know, when you first set it up, like, it can go even lower than this. Like this it's kind of ridiculous how low this, it's still going. So I don't know, like, if you had kids who wanted an adjustable desk, or, you know, if this desk was going to be for your kids, you can lower it to like kid height and you'll be good to go. So yeah, like, super dope desks. Definitely loving it so far. And yes, I'll leave a link to the description so you guys can check them out. But before you do that, I want to give you a chance to get one of these desks for free. I was talking to my friends over at Stand Desk, and they were already kind enough to send me this, but then they was just like, yo, your followers are so dope. We want to send them a desk completely customized for free. So if you want a chance to enter into this desk giveaway, all you have to do is text the word desk to 678-347-1312. That's 678-347-1312 to enter into this desk giveaway and have a chance to get one of these dope desks for free, because you're dope and you need a dope desk. Okay, so these are the things that we added to the content creation studio. This is like the second half of my studio. So hopefully you found some things helpful. If you want to add to your setup, again, the links will be in the description below. And don't forget to enter that desk giveaway so that you can get a free desk. Question of the day: have you ever used a sit stand desk? If so, how did you like it? I love it. I'm curious to know if you love it as well. Leave a comment in the comment section below. If you thought the video was helpful, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.